PR interval from the beginning of the P, it starts off normal, then it gets longer, you go through the cycle, and longer, longer, and then it drops. You say, my heart skipped a beat. Okay, now team, here's what happens when it skips a beat. Look, here's what they talk about. Here's the P. Okay, I'm just drawing it hurriedly. All right, there's the T. All right, P, Q, R, S, T. All right, T. Okay, now we come down here. All right, now, here's starting the second one. Here's the P. All right, look. All right, now look. P, do you see a QRS? No. You see another P wave. P, we skipped a beat. You follow me? That's where it skipped a beat. In other words, Jamie, right here it skipped ventricular activity. It skipped it. We skipped a beat. Then we might pick up like this. Okay, P. All right. Now right here we might have, okay, in the first degree. Now this gets, okay. We skip a beat. The PR interval is normal. Long. I didn't show it longer, longer, longer. All right, the PR interval. Wait a minute. I did that right. But right here, here's the PR interval, normal. All right, and here's the T wave. All right, and then here begins a P. Okay, the normal distance right here. Then right here, the second one. Okay, now follow me. The second one. There's the T. Then here's the P. All right, normal. Now longer. That's the PR interval. All right, here's the T. All right, we come on out here. Here's the P. Now we come on out. PR interval. Now longer. Here's the QRS like that. Okay, P, QRS. Now the T. Now then we skip a beat. In other words, look, the PR interval is normal, longer, skips a beat. You kind of follow that? Kind of follow me? And so that's what it's saying. Characterized by the lengthening of the PR interval and then a non-conducting P wave that's skipping a beat. In other words, the P wave doesn't conduct to trigger ventricular contraction. So, in other words, the Winkie-Bach block, Mobitz 1, second degree Mobitz 1, Winkie-Bach. In other words, we have the PR interval is normal, then the PR interval is longer, then it drops the QRS. There's no ventricular activity. That's skipping a beat. And with that one, I think I have some information on that one, with that particular situation. And then another thing, R to R is not regular. See, in a sinus rhythm, R to R. Now, Vicki, what I mean by R to R is, in sinus rhythm, they used to say normal sinus rhythm. They used to say NSR. Now they just drop the N and they say SR. That's sinus rhythm. In sinus rhythm, we have the normal range. The R to R is regular. You say, what do you mean by that? All right, look at this. R, here's Q, R, and then Q, R, S, T, and we start right here. There's a T, here's a P, here's a Q, R, S, Q, R, S. Now, here's a R, R. Now, all down the line, the R to R will be in a regular position, normal. It will be equidistant. You kind of follow what I'm saying? Normal. The R to R is regular, and that's in sinus rhythm. That's what you want your heart to be in, S-I-N-U-S. You want your heart to be in sinus rhythm, and the R to R is regular. Now, in the Winkie-Bach, Mobitz 1, the R to R will be irregular. Why? Because it's dropping QRSs. So it's going to be the R to R is going to be irregular. You kind of follow me? R to R irregular. All right. Okay. So and that's what I say. PR in Winkie-Bach, lengthening the PR interval in, and I have right there R to R not regular. All right, what is R? QRS. The R to R. What does QRS emphasize? Those are questions I'll ask you. What does QRS indicate? It indicates ventricular contraction. Contraction of the ventricles. That's what the QRS indicates. So kind of hang on with that one. That's Mobitz 1. Now right here, let me show you. When the problem is Mobitz 1, it must be watched because it can go into Mobitz 2. Now Mobitz 2 can lead to the necessity of a pacemaker. Mobitz 2B is more serious. This can be serious. This needs to be watched. It needs to be watched. Okay. As I told you, I've been diagnosed with a little, AFib, with a little bit of that. Doesn't bother me. I'm a little conscious, no heart pains, no pains, no big problem, but I'm a little conscious occasionally, and but I continue my activities, don't I, Brett? I continue my workouts. I continue my strong aerobic workouts. A little bit of weights, not a whole lot of weights, because weights aren't, for me. I just want to maintain. But I do a lot of aerobic conditioning, and and I don't worry about everything's fine. I mean, I get my heart rate on the treadmill. I usually maintain around 130, but I do get it up to about 100. It got up the other day. I got it up to about 150. That's pretty fast for me, 150, 160 heart rate, and hold it up there on a treadmill. But normally when I work out on a treadmill, I get my heart rate. The main thing is to get the heart rate up there and hold it. Keep it up there, keep it up. And that's forcing oxygen to the brain. That's one of the key things now, they say, girls and guys, in helping ward off Alzheimer's, is oxygen to the brain. Aerobic conditioning is one of the key factors now in warding off the effects of Alzheimer's, and along with not getting blows to the head, hard blows to the head like in football, like one of those ex-Houston Oilers. He was having problems with dementia at the age of 40, 45, and probably based on extreme hits to the head. That's doing a lot of studies on that now. Doing a lot of studies on that. Here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to do this. I want you to write this down. John Mackey, M-A-C-K-E-Y. John Mackey. I want you to Google John Mackey. I want you to look at it. John Mackey. John Mackey. I'm not going to say any more about it. I want you to Google that. John Mackey. J-O-H-N. John Mackey. M-A-C-K-E-Y. Read about it. Read about what his situation is right now. All right, now, but anyway, everybody, right here, Mobitz 2 can be caused. Now, again, Mobitz 1 says can be caused by calcium channel blockers. We're going to talk about blood pressure medications in a minute. Now, that, again, I've been meaning to bring my book over here, The New Living Heart, by Michael Easy-Bakey and Antonio Gatto. I've been meaning to bring that book over here to lecture. I keep forgetting to bring it. It's in the office. Somebody remind me to do it. Bring it over here. And it kind of shows some things about, it's called The New Living Heart. And it's very, very interesting. Goes over all these risk factors we've talked about, goes over heart failure, goes over these blockages, goes over everything. It's very, very good. And a lot of my stuff comes out of it. All right, can lead to congestive heart failure. They say congestive heart failure is the heart is not functioning properly. That's congestive heart failure. We'll talk about it a little bit later on, right or left. Okay, now, I will tell you this. How many of you know someone with a heart problem where their ankles swell? Anybody? Feet swell, ankles, legs swell? All right, that's characteristic of right side congestive heart failure. If a person has congestive heart failure and they get fluid buildup in the lungs, that's characteristic of left side congestive heart failure. If they got swelling in the legs and so forth and fluid in the lungs, that is where there's right and left.